Hey, this is Eric Bowman, registered physiotherapist and strength coach out of Cambridge, Ontario, Canada. As I shoot this video right now, I got the Raptors game on in the background and repping Fred Van Vliet, number 23. By now, the news of Kobe Bryant's sudden tragic passing in a helicopter crash has gone viral, and the news of the death of his 13-year-old daughter in that same crash has also begun to surface and make its way through the news and the social media circles. Taking some time to think about Kobe's death and some of the takeaways from his life and from his death has prompted me to make this video. I was a little kid when Kobe Bryant, or shouldn't say a little kid, a younger kid when Kobe Bryant was at his peak with Shaquille O'Neal, Gary Payton, and Karl Malone when they just ran wild on the NBA. I remember when he scored over 80 points in a game against the Toronto Raptors, and I was just stunned. Like I've never seen anything like it before. And while he was controversial, Kobe Bryant was a hell of an athlete and one of the best of all time. And I think there are a couple takeaways that, if you're a health professional, if you're a fitness professional, that you can take away from the passing of Kobe Bryant and from the way that he lived his life. The first is loving the process. If you're follow my stuff, if you're read any of my articles or see my videos, you're likely someone who isn't happy with just being your average trainer, average therapist. You want to be better than that. You want to do the best you can for yourself and for your clients. And over time, I guess someone who I think has accomplished a lot at a young age, it gets to a point where you fall in love more with the process and the day-to-day life than you do with any fancy achievements. It's at the point now where I don't even really think about it much anymore because I'm thinking, okay, what can I do next? What can I do to get better? What can I do to help? You know, what can I learn from these people, from these great people around me that I work with in my job and that I'm associated with through my networks? What can I do to elevate them? What can I do to elevate younger people, students, younger professionals? And don't get me wrong, there's a lot to be said for being present too, and that's another article and video we can do for another time, but I think there's also a lot to be said for always pushing forward to get better, to elevate the people around you and to also learn from the people around you. And that's one of the things that Kobe did well. The other big takeaway is to really appreciate the people in your lives and tell them that you love them. Kobe's daughter passed away at 13 before she's even had a chance to enjoy things. One of my school placements is something I haven't talked about as much publicly. Was in intensive care at Grand River Hospital, and I've seen young kids be declared dead. I've seen people who were, teens, 20s, 30s, early 40s who were previously healthy, and they get a nasty form of cancer or they're in a crazy accident, and then all of a sudden they die or they're on death's doorstep. And I think, especially in today's social media world, we have this macho culture of, everyone's got to be invincible, everyone's got to look like they're, going to be a star on the next Avengers movie, and we never take the time to really tell the people around us, that we love them and that we appreciate them and that we enjoy having them in our lives. I used to be pretty good at it, and it's something that I've gotten away from. So the other big takeaway is, give your mom and dad a big hug, call them up, tell them that you love them, and take the time to really appreciate, those people, the people in your lives. I've been very fortunate to have a lot of great people from my hometown of Milverton, from Stratford, from University of Waterloo, from Western, from Alton where I currently work, and from my network of health and fitness professionals that I've met through social media and in person in events like Swiss. So take the time to say thank you, take the time to tell the people around you that they mean something to you, and never take life for granted. That and love the process, those are the big takeaways you can take away. Rest in peace, Kobe.